Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl Wolfy. Um, I want to say that uh, well, I haven't done talking video for like a while. I don't know how long, but I'll just say that I want to announce that I've been finally, after so many years, I'm starting to get the trauma out of my life, meaning the trauma of losing friends. So from now on, I'm actually wanting to break free from this trauma and to announce that I am going to be a lot more, um, I'm going to be a lot more aware of how many people I made friends with and to cherish them a lot because my trauma of that has been affecting me to where I start to push people away and mistreat them badly and not realizing that those are the type of people that I deserve to be with who are better than the people I've dealt with in the past. And the reason why the trauma has been affecting me for way too long, and I think it's time that I finally realize that there's a new open door for me to befriend with whoever I find and would stick with those kind of friends that I can be with. Like all the G plus friends I made, I met them randomly as a kid to now where I start making friends on Discord to getting to know them and starting to see that there's a lot of new friends slash more friends out there that actually are loyal and are pretty much better than the ones I made in the past. And I'm glad to announce that I'm going to go through remembering that I have I have those I have those type of friends to talk about. Like I have those kind of friends that I could definitely be with and to fit in a lot easily. And I know that sometimes when you have a traumatic event, it's hard to get rid of because it usually haunts you for like too long, like ever since childhood or something. I mean, this trauma started when I was back in high school days, and after a while, it has been affecting me to where now I still keep thinking about it. But I think over time, I'm starting to realize that since now I'm getting older, I'm starting to tell myself, like, you know what? Like, that trauma is over. Like, there's no reason to remember it and to make it affect you mentally by making you act like a total different person, like being an asshole or some other thing about because of trauma. So I think after a while, I'm starting to now finally open my eyes and to open my mind to say that new people are out there to wanting to earn my trust, and new people slash old people before real life friends are there to help me feel better on myself and to help me be more calmer and to show that they care. That they care way more than the people I dealt with. So that's why I'm happy to announce that I'm getting out of that traumatic cage I was stuck in for years and to break myself free and to find just go be free, fly around, just fly freely to find a new flock slash pack to be with. And so far, all the friends I've made on Discord or anywhere else, I'm gonna say that I'm proud that I met them, like since G Plus and others, because they are the reason I'm still around and still. Sure, I may have struggled to make new friends, but it doesn't really stop me from realizing that I am free from that trauma and have made a lot of newer friends slash found old friends that I remember back in when I was a G Plus user, and remembering the good times of them being there for me when I had to deal with some issues at home and stuff. So I am really grateful of finding those kind of people, and finally I'm really happy that I get to be out of that shell for so many years and to realize that I no longer need those type of people. I need these new people I found and these old people I also reunited with. Like I need those kind of people I deserve. So yeah, I'm actually proud of myself. I'm finally opening my eyes and saying, like, you know what? The trauma has taken a toll on me for too long. It's time for me to let go and to finally find the right people that I deserve to be with. And even if I lose them, I should not let it affect me because that's just something that'll cause more trauma. So even if I lose people, or if I don't, it doesn't matter because they're just people that I met and befriended. So everyone loses friends sometimes, and sometimes they do come back, and sometimes they don't. So it's a part of life, and yeah, so you can't really change the fact, or you can't really like forcefully tell someone to come back to you, even if they have their own decision why they're leaving and stuff. So that's one thing I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna rely on the present, never the trauma, and just know that even if I do lose people, or if I don't, that's how it is. Like, I'm gonna start to not care if I lose people because they probably have their own reason not to trust me anymore and other things. And you know what? It's all about me growing stronger and being a better person to people. So that's why I'm going to show that I cherish those that I've befriended for many years and to tell them that I am very grateful of having them and for having to meet them randomly online when I never met them before and stuff, and for sticking by my side since day one and all that. So, yeah. So I'm happy to say that I'm going through a lot of changes now, where I'm starting to finally let go of the trauma I had to deal with, and just to show that like I no longer need those type of people. I am happy with the people that I have, and I'm happy with the friends I made, and I will keep making new friends when I have to, or I don't have to. Like it's all about by choice. So yeah. Anyways, I hope that you do the same thing for me with me, is that you let go of your traumatic experiences. I know it's hard to, but it's like a long and difficult road, obviously, where it's a long and difficult road for all of us, where if you want to let go of your traumatic experience, it's going to take a long time to let it go. But like for me, it took me like so many years. Like I think it started ever since I don't know how long ago when the trauma started. I think it was back when I was in high school. I forget the year per se, but I say it started from there, and I've been haunted by it since, well, since through the current year, obviously. So, yeah, I think after so many, I have been thinking about like doing a lot of changes lately and to not just be a better person, but to make sure that the trauma will never haunt me again. And I'm gonna keep that way, where I'm free from a cage full of trauma and to live off the new life I just started, which is making new friends and making new friends and talking with old friends on Discord and other things and cherishing them as people I cared about all these years and haven't been talking to them in years and stuff. So yeah, I mean it is a learning curve for all of us. I know some people out there probably refuse to let the trauma go, but if you let the trauma like haunt you for God knows how long, it will affect you mentally, meaning it'll cause you to probably change into a different person entirely. That's what my trauma did to me. Like I was like a really kind person and I was like very friendly and all that. But then after realizing my trauma has been like affecting me mentally to where I am not that easy to make friends with and I get a lot of trust issues and all that, and just not realizing, like, I've been so blinded with trauma for so much. I've been, like, realizing I've been going around pushing people away and acting totally abnormal and different towards people because that trauma does affect you either, like, differently and stuff. So after finally letting go of the trauma, I'm gonna make sure to, be a better person, be more nicer, be more wiser, be more mindful, and will make sure not to say anything dumb to people that next time, because that's one thing that trauma does to you, is that it affects your brain a lot to make you say things you don't want to say to people. And that's one thing I know is that I'm learning from my mistakes, obviously, to where I want to be a good person and to be a better friend slash sibling in heart to others, just to keep my arguments with them to a minimum and to show that I am no longer the same person they encountered before. So, and if you see squeaking, that's my dog. Anyways, so yeah, I'm actually happy I get to announce that like I'm free gonna be free from this trauma for God knows how long it's been. Because I've been stuck in this cage for too long and the chains have been pulling me down. But I am free to say that I've been telling myself that you are free from the trauma and you must go out there and make whoever you find as a friend. Because it's not easy to make friends with whoever. Because you don't know what they're like. But as long as you stick with the friends you made in the past, then that's totally fine. Like, you cherish those type of people that see you as who you are and are like probably different from the friends you made in the past, which is what I noticed that it's always good to have different people that aren't the same. And yeah, I mean, so yeah, so that was a lot to talk about, but I'll just say that I'm proud of myself that I'm getting out of the trauma and we'll be leaving it. Uh, let's just say I'm starting to leave it now, but it's gonna be like a long process to be free from it for a while. So it may take a lot of like clearing my mind just to tell myself like you don't need those type of people, they're gone. So just be happy that you have the friends you made on Discord and other places and they are there to talk to you about whatever they're dealing with. You can always talk to them about whatever and they'll be there to talk to you and stuff. Like even if some have periodic replies, just talk to them anyway and they won't be afraid like they don't ever ignore you because I know when you have a like when you have a friend that has periodic replies, you know that you may think they're gonna ignore you, but they're not. It's just that they have a life and they will respond. You just have to give them a lot of time to respond to you. And yeah, but don't be afraid to give them a lot of positive vibes. Like just tell them that you cherish them and all that stuff. Like you want to be there for them, and that's totally cool. Because if you do that with new friends and friends you made, that shows that you really cherish them and want to leave the traumatic past behind and want to be in their past when they grow up, of course. I mean, if you've grown up with the person, then that's totally cool too, because you get to have a new past. I mean, yeah, new future with them, and you can be yeah. So like, if like one of my friends ever ended up like dating someone or they have a future in real life, I would still support them, like no matter what. Like I always will support their decision of their life, and I'll definitely be down to like chat with them whenever they're doing their future and all that, and I can just like check up on them, see how they're doing, just to be a good just to be a good friend to them and stuff. So I'm definitely going to do that more often is by checking up on people and to tell them that I don't need I don't need my trauma anymore. I'm gonna be just out there making friends and talking to old friends, of course, more often, just to show how much I have changed. And yeah, so I mean, yeah, so it's a lot to talk about, but hope that you understand what I'm going here. Is that I'm gonna get out of my traumatic cage and to finally be free and well, make friends with whoever I talk to and just just be careful with who I befriend and just talk to them like a normal person and not let the trauma take control of my mind and my emotions and to also help and it would probably also help me minimize the mistakes I make with people so that way I can get earn their trust and I mean yeah keep their trust and still talk to them and not deal with like any of them blocking me or anything. So I'm definitely going to keep that in mind as being more mindful with what I do and what I'm going to say to them. So yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoy this little talk. Thanks for listening and yeah, and I guess I'll see you in the next video when I make one. Later.